Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Tribulations. Last time, we're in court, and it's a party. Anyway,
Pizza party.
a pizza party. Anyway, back to this. Order. This is probable version of events. Expect no less from Franziska von Karma. Locates and take control, a very vital point.
Huh.
It seems we need a clear testimony from the witness. Leave all supposition on your part and tell us only the truth, please. What? Witness, please steady and remain on the crate. Don't go selling me short now. Way the winter snows bit me out of shape, especially my back end mood.
Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here.
With the whip? Oh boy. Alright.
Oh boy.
Further details. One of the crowds at the scene, the sword is already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I woke, Mystic Amy was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. So all confirms Miss Farmer's theory.
Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should have known that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma. I'm here to teach you just that. Okay. This feels like a press everything to me. Or at least on a few things, anyway.
I would say this one. Because it honestly didn't seem like there was a lot of blood.
Well, we do have the crime scene, but we didn't look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a lot of blood.
Not really.
I press on that.
Yeah, let's press on that. You're saying you saw the victim's blood. That's right. Someone splattered onto Iris, too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room. And her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
Oh, what? Their clothes were blood-feckled as well. That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this point further? Yes. Always. Go back to your previous statement. That you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now, you say you saw the victim bleeding. Well, I see that I saw is what I saw. What did you see? I didn't see the poor one get stabbed. I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day. Pulling the sword out? Well, it wasn't actually pulling, it was more like it came out. What is, you add this statement to your testimony. Oh, is that important? More important than you can imagine. Yeah.
Something tells me about the Shishishido could not be pulled out smoothly.
Yeah.
Look at all those branches.
Yeah. It's kind of not meant to do that.
Yeah.
Sister Bikini, you're a reliable witness. At least, I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here. What do you mean? You say it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
What contradictions are you talking about?
And seeing that the wind seems to have seen... I didn't read that right, did I? I don't think I read that right. I'm gonna read that again. In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the woman was thrust into the hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. What do you mean? Please explain, you... To
Explain yourself.
start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone with hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Objection!
Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail. But I can crush men under my heel and make them weak, should I so choose.
Like technical shit. The objection stands. We're a little back there, I must admit. This isn't the only issue here. The sword was truly stabbed in the body up to the hilt. Well, just look at all the branches on it, so it wouldn't come out smoothly.
That's...
Also the problem with the amount of bleeding. Usually when a blade is left in the body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. It wouldn't be too large to lead you to completely stop bleeding.
Objection!
Yeah. But that's nothing more than conjecture. Not to mention there'd be blood all the way up to the hilt.
Yeah.
If she really thrusted it all the way up to the hilt.
Yeah.
In reality, the victim was stabbed with the Shishishiro. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
Objection!
Not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction. You still got more. This one is simple. The sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt. And why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Ah!
This witness is telling the truth. There should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No!
Order! Wah!
Bravo, Miles Edward. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
But what does this all mean? You're proving contradiction regarding the murder weapon, but... I'm coming this far, there'll only be one answer.
And that is?
Murder weapon used to kill the victim. Not the Shishido. What?
A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Let's examine this again. What was it made us think this was a murder weapon? Well... It's because Mr. Yami was holding it. Exactly. However, reflect on this, that is only a base for you to assume such a thing. The impression left by this scene was too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced to believe that the Shishido was the murder weapon. Order! Wah!
So maybe the Shishido was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. If that is so, I'd like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? Goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps reason can enlighten us as if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Mr. Von Karma.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw under the pile. A child without a murder weapon is a tricky beast. Excuse me, can I say something? I've heard something, actually.
What is it, sister?
I'm just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was it was just over there. Where exactly are you going on What exactly are you going on about here? The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe I think everywhere the sword was disposed of. You what?
Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
It's possible. What else? What else could this old woman have seen? She's not that old. Location on the weapon. I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. After asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. There, I saw tracks. The tracks indicate the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk the dusky bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. I made it through the weapon in the Eagle River and came back when I was knocked out. I always could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all. Witness, please, tell us everything you know right away next time. Well, I'm not in the best of shape. With my back and aids, you know.
Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here's a photograph. For one, that clearly looks like tracks coming back, and for two, it also looks like there's footsteps, like, going there.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. A snowmobile, I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
Tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did you really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Edgeworth, your resignation, please. I feel like this one might be a little more tricky than the other ones.
No.
No?
The snowmobile.
The snowmobile.
I pointed out there's literally only one set of tracks.
That's true. Coming from...
Take in it and then come back.
Yeah. True.
Objection!
That was wrong.
Not on that statement.
Damn it. Whatever, it was wrong.
Good job. That one.
This one.
Objection!
Yeah, you're right. Good job. I meant this photograph proves something. It proves that this one was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However, what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
I was at the Wright Temple, threw the weapon onto the river, then returned. If this was the case, there would actually be two set of tracks in the snow. Those heading out to the bridge and those from coming back. Ah, you're right.
Huh. You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth.
And what is that?
On the night of the murder, it was snowing. Tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. Well, you at the river, the snow stopped. Leaving just the return snacks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in our theory? Yes. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
There is a contradiction. The tracks of the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is simply impossible.
Would you care to explain? Why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction?
No need. Evans will do all the talking for me. On the day of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow, or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, please present your evidence to the contrary, yeah. Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
The snowfall, the weather data.
That's the wrong one. This one. Yeah, it stopped.
Take that!
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime. Like I said, it was around 11. Of course, the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a note at this. Please take a look at this data. Is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder? The weather report. Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50 p.m. Therefore, when the sister witnesses the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. Impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up.
Ah!
Order! Order! Very well then. Losing Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Ah!
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct?
No. You got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Ah!
Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true. Not to be totally sure, eh? What? How'd she pull that off? It stopped during Hazari Temple when the murder took place. We need to provide conclusive evidence of this. Come this far, there's no turning back now. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Ha! You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where's your evidence that it already stopped snowing when the victim was killed?
The crime photo.
The crime photo, because
She would have snow on her back.
no snow on her at all.
Take that!
Ultimately, it comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right. But proving that is...
Incredibly easy. When or whether it's snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
And that is... the body of...
The victim herself, Miss Elise Dotem. Why isn't there snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why.
Ugh.
In other words, the killer did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon. In this photograph, there should be two sets of tracks.
Ah!
Order, just what are you... Ah!
Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is all what all the facts point to. That night, someone used his own to leave Hazari Temple. When tracks left, it understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Ugh. God. Of course it was, because those tracks were gone.
And then when this person returned to Hazari Temple, The snow had stopped. Thus, the turn tracks remained. Can I say something? It all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister?
We want to keep for the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
Which should only mean that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple. But Iris said she never went there. Should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance. The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Husgray side of the bridge and crossed on foot. That sounds right. But what's odd is, when left Iris returned to Husgray Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when we went back to Husgray Temple, it was there, by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too. But that is impossible. What does it mean? I don't know. Anyway, next time we come back, we'll see what this does mean. Because I have no idea. Yes. So
Bye.
until next time.